Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to see a new question from Top Interview 150, and the question is a two-pointer based question which is container with most water. This is a medium level question. Now let's move on to the problem description. So let's see the problem description now. In this problem we have been given array of height of length n. This n word means these n number of heights that we have been given, these are like the points, okay, or we can say these are the pillars, and each and every index denotes a point on an x-axis, okay. So like we have been given here, okay. So this height we have been given 1, 8, 6, 2 and all. So on the 0th index we have a value, it will be here. In the same way we have 8 here, so the 8 will be represented on the first axis. So in this way each index is acting like a we can say point on the x-axis, and the height is denoted on the y-axis, okay. So now we have to return the maximum area between the two pillars, okay. Now what the maximum area of pillars here denote is the amount of water that can be contained between those two pillars. Now we need to return the maximum amount of water that can be contained, okay. Also we need to keep in mind that this cannot be a slant container, okay. So if you will think that this is the height of 8 and this is 7, so why can't we just take 8 into 7 and we can return 8 into 7, which is 56, and it will become the maximum area. So that is not possible, okay. Therefore we need to keep in mind the container will always be a straight one, okay. The level should be maintained so that the water is not overflown, okay. Now how to solve this question, right? First let's see how do we work in this. Now this is the height, okay, 8. We have a maximum height 8 here, we have 7 here, also we have an 8 here, right? So we might think that why don't we take these two, the height is maximum here, but since we are considering the area, okay, the distance between these two is 1 2 3 4 5, okay. So if we do, let's say 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, so we are getting 5 here, and 5 minus 1 will give us 4, right? So 4 into 8 will give us 32. The area that we are getting from these two pillars is 32. Now let's take the area from these, right? So the height here is max, we will consider the minimum of both. So minimum is 7, and the distance between them is 8 minus 1, that is 7, right? So 7 multiplied by 7 will give us 49, which is quite greater than the previous one, right? So we need to compare the maximum, compare the areas, and we need to return the maximum value possible. Now how do we solve this, right? So while following a pattern, we will see that if we are moving from both the directions, we can take the area and we can store the maximum one, right? So we will do the same, okay. Now what we will do here is, like we have here, we will use the same example. Let me clear this out. Now let's start the iteration from here, okay. I have started the iteration, sorry, from the 0th index. So I have started the iteration from here, and for the second pointer we will be starting from back. Now what we will do is, we will first need to get the minimum of both, right? So 1 is the minimum of 1 and 7. So let's take the height as 1 in the minimum, and the distance between both of them is 7. So the area by both of them is 7. Now why do we need to take this, right? If we have a greater value than that, so we will simply move this one forward, okay. Now why are we doing this? If let's say the this value is lesser than this, right? So maybe we can see a candidate more eligible than this one in the further, right? One is like kind of the least value possible. We can get a value greater than that. So what we will do, let's say if we have I and j here, the value which will be lesser in comparison, like on the I and the in the j, whichever is the lesser value, that pointer we will move forward. Okay, so in this we will move forward. Now what will happen, we have a height of 8, okay, and the difference between them is 7, and the height for this is 7, right? So we have to take minimum. The minimum of 8 and 7 is 7, right? So what we will do here is, we will multiply them, and now we have 49 here, right? After that, which one is the minimum of both? This one, right? So what we will do, we will move here. Okay, now we will again take the area. So what will happen, out of this, which is the minimum? This one is the minimum, right? So we have 3 here, right? So 3 we will take, and the difference between these both is, here it was 7, right? So we will get 6 here. Now we will get 18. Again, between these two, this was the minimum. So what we will do, we will move this forward. Again, we will compare these both. What we are seeing, both are equal. So we can move any in this case, okay. Or we can we can move both of them, both the pointers forward. So what we will do, we have 8 here, and 8 multiplied by 4. 8 multiplied by 5. Okay, yeah, 8 multiplied by 5. In the previous one, it was supposed to be 40, right? I mentioned for 32, it will be 8 multiplied by 5. So we will get 40 here. Now here what is happening, both are equal. So what we will do, this will also move forward, and this will move one step backwards. Now we will compare these both. In this way we will take all the areas, right, and we will only return the maximum value possible. So how do we do that, right? Here we are performing some steps. One, what we are doing, we are comparing the height at I and j. So let's do that first. If height at I is greater than height at j, what we are doing in such cases, if j is lesser, then we are moving the j like backwards, right? We are subtracting by 1. And if height at j is greater, then what we are doing, we are incrementing the I value. Now we have this, and before that what we are doing, in order to get the area, we are taking the minimum of both, right? So for that, for area, what we are doing, we are taking, first we are doing j minus I, right? We are taking the length, and for height, or we can say this, if this is the length, this is the breadth, right? So for that, what we are doing, we are taking minimum of height of I and j. So let's do that. Now this part, okay, these conditions will be done after, okay, because if we will check this condition and increment and decrement before only, we will have problem in the answer. So means after calculating the area only, we need to move the pointers, right? So this if conditions will be running after calculation of the area. Now once we have calculated the area, we need to store the maximum, right? So for that, what we will do, we will store the maximum of, let's say our maximum is stored in maxi, so maxi and area, okay. So this is what we have to do in this question. What we are doing, once means this is quite simple to understand. What we are doing here is, we are calculating the minimum of the two pillars, and we are taking the length of that, and we are returning the area. We are moving the pointers according to the like minimum pillar. If the height is minimum for that, the pointer will move, and the greater height will be staying at that point. Now why are we doing that? Now let's say I have a height of 8 here and height of 7 here, right? I am not moving this height, like I am not moving this pointer, because let's say there was a possibility at this index also that a point, like a height of 8 will be there, right? So if I had missed that, then, like, let's say there was there might be some possibility that between that we can get a higher area possible. So in order to avoid that, whenever we have a like greater height, we will be at that pointer only, and for the lesser pointer we will move forward. Okay, so this is what we have to do here, and as in the pseudocode, we will replicate this in the code editor. So now let's move on to the code editor. Let's see the code now. Okay, we will be starting from the 0th index, and we will be, like, we will have two pointers. One will be starting from the 0th index and the other one will be starting from n+1, right? So let's do that first. Now what we were doing is, we were iterating from I, and we need to iterate till less than j only, right? We were moving from two sides, and when they will come together, and we need to stop there. So while I is less than j, what we need to do here is, first we will be calculating the area, right? So let's calculate the area. Area was equals to j minus I, and the minimum of height of I and j, right? So we will take the minimum of height of I and j. After this, what we will do is, we will be calculating the maximum, right? So let's take the maximum of maxi and area. Let me declare the maxi here. Now what we were doing, we were checking for condition also, right? If height of I is greater than height of j, then what we were doing, we were decrementing j. Otherwise, let's take else only, like we will not be moving both the pointers, we will move any one pointer in case of equal also. If it is less than I or equal to I, then we will simply increment like I plus equals to 1. Okay, now out of the loop, what we will do, we will return the maximum area. Now let's try to run it. Okay, it will be max, sorry. Let's try to run it again. The sample test cases have passed. Let's try to submit it. So this code has been accepted. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments, and in case you have any doubt, let me know in the comment too. I will try to clarify it. And in order to continue with me in this coding journey, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you will be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching.